Hi, my name is Huckleberry and I'm an author. All right, I have a question for all of you. This last weekend, I was at a book event in Kenosha, Wisconsin. There is a bookstore there, Studio Moonfall. It is fantastic. It is run by this bookstore owner who is maybe the best bookstore owner for supporting indie authors. He is fantastic. You can go look him up, Studio Moonfall. Fantastic. Love him, love his store. And several times a summer, usually 5 or 6, he has these book festivals, and he invites all these indie authors to come, and he invites the community to come, and it is great. So there I was selling my books. I usually do pretty well, so it was great. Sometimes it rains, it is hilarious, but usually people still come out. It was not rainy, it was windy. Felt like dragons were flying over trying to knock down our tents. So there I am selling my books. A lot of people come out specifically for the books. It is a known event. It has been run for several summers now. People come out specifically to buy the books. So there I am. And I always have a display with kind of a bookshelf and my books on top. And I have a few that I believe books are not a museum piece. They are something that people can look at and hold and read the back and find out if it is something that they are interested in buying. So, and a lot of authors do that. We understand. You want to look at the book and see if this is something you are interested in. Are you interested in my urban fantasy books? Check them out. So this mom came with a stroller and her child was in the stroller. He was maybe 4 or 5 years old. Anyways, I'm assuming this is an only child, and the two, there's mutual respect there. The way she treated her son, it felt very much like the two of them spend a lot of time together. So she asked her son, do you think you would be interested in books? Obviously, he is too young for my books. I've had 10-year-olds read my book, but I don't think a 4 or 5-year-old would read my books. You kind of need to be able to read. So she hands my book down to him, and I'm like, and he starts opening and paging through the book, and I am terrified because she just walked in and she also has her phone out and letting him make this phone call to grandma, friend, aunt, person, kind of saying, and she kind of turned to me at one point saying, I don't have any money. I need somebody to come and bring me money. These books look really interesting, but I can't pay until they come. Let me tell you, when you're at a book festival, you learn very quickly when someone says, I'll come back and buy the books in a minute. They're never coming back. You are not seeing them again, ever. There's a few people who come back, but it is few and far. So then she hands my book back to me, and I am like, oh, thank goodness. Now, I went to this book festival with another author who is a friend of mine, and she did the same thing with her book, and that kid looked through that book for a lot longer. And I saw my friend just sitting there terrified because this isn't a library. And the kid was just looking and paging and look. Friends, what would you have done? Would you have said, please give me my book back? Or would you have allowed them to look with the thought that maybe they're that 1 in a million, that diamond in a rough who will actually come back and purchase the book? Or how would you have handled it politely without sounding like, I don't know. How would you have handled it? Let me know.